Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. We hope you guys had a great week. So today we are hopefully going to be interviewing Miss Jan at Simply Jan Homestead, and I see she's in the chat. So before we get started, Trey has some things she'd like to be saying.
So thank you everyone for joining us this week for our Survival Seeds 2024 live stream. As I've said before, this collaboration originated from the question, what if we can't buy seeds next year? Because we all know what's going on in the economy right now, and there is a pretty good chance that things will be hard to access next year, just like they are right now. So this is a big question that I felt we needed to answer. So if you followed our channel for a while, then you probably know that...
Are we mute? Oh no. Yeah, okay, we're back.
Okay. I don't know if you guys could hear what I was saying.
They couldn't.
Okay, well.
Hello.
Guess I'm going to start over. Thank you guys for joining our Survival Seeds 2024 live stream. We're really glad that you guys could make it. And as I've mentioned before, this collaboration started from the question, what if we can't get seeds next year? What if we can't access them because of where the economy is right now? We can only imagine where it will be next year. And if we can't buy seeds next year, what are we going to do? We can't be self-sufficient if we don't have seeds. So that's where this collaboration started from. Now, if you followed us for a while, then you probably already know that in a year, our family grows over a ton of food. And a lot of that is in thanks to our family garden and our orchard and vineyard. And we rebuy seeds every year, and that's mostly because we can't replenish our seeds. So the seeds that we grow, or the plants that we grow so many varieties of, say, tomatoes. We grow cherry tomatoes, San Marzano tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes. And that once the bees and the butterflies come through and harvest the nectar and spread the pollen, there's no way of knowing what those seeds are. We have no idea what's growing in our garden. So if we harvest those seeds and we plant them the next year, we could end up with a tiny little tomato that tastes like a sauce tomato. And that wouldn't be very helpful because you need a lot of tiny tomatoes to make 1 can of sauce. So that wouldn't be helpful. So that's why we rebuy our seeds every year. Now, with that being said, we needed to find a way to save seeds, which is something we've not really done much of before because of our pollination issues. I mean, we've saved seeds from flowers, and we've saved seeds from, I think, onions before, and some beans. But aside from that, we don't really save seeds. So our idea was we selected 6 plants that we researched and on what they are very good for and what all of the benefits of each plant are. And we researched these seeds, and we intend to isolate these seeds so they're away from our other plants so that we don't have cross-pollination. We intend to grow and save their seeds so that we are ready to replenish those seeds for the next year. And I'm really looking forward to that because I think it's going to be exciting to see next year how these plants do again, if they've changed any, or just to see that sustainability to those seeds. We thought this would, when we had this idea, we thought this would be something cool to share and maybe have some friends jump in on to see if they wanted to grow and learn together. So we shared the idea with Bushcraft Family and Lazy Days Ahead. And they liked the idea that they so much that they partnered up with us. And Mr. Bushcraft joined in and made his own Survival Seeds collaboration. It's like a partner collaboration to ours about growing herbs and making medicinal tinctures, which is also a huge part of survival and self-sufficiency. So that is something we're really looking forward to learning about. And then Lazy Days Ahead partnered with us to sponsor this giveaway that we're going to do. And at the last Sunday of every month, which I think is next week, there's going to be a giveaway. And these giveaways are going to be pretty exciting and really cool. So to participate in these giveaways, which, by the way, we have prizes of over $1,200 now in total. And so to participate in these giveaways and in the big one in October, then you can make videos for them, or you could comment on the videos that other people make, or you can attend the live streams. And those are the 3 categories that there will be in the giveaways. So that's going to be really exciting. So if you're interested in winning any of these cool prizes or anything, then you can do one of those 3 things. We were originally thinking that it would be really cool for a few friends to jump in and, learn with us. So we spread it out as an idea for a collaboration. And in the first week, we had over 30 people who wanted to join. And at this point, we've already sent out over 60 packs of seeds individually. And we've had a little bit of trouble with the seeds arriving, where we sent out.
Sorry,
it's okay. We sent out these seeds, and a lot of people haven't gotten their seeds yet. Some people have, but we're actually having a lot of trouble with our kidney beans being opened or damaged. So just to all of the people who have their seeds yet, just let us know if you need more kidney beans. And
sorry.
Is there a thumbnail we're supposed to use? No, we said in the original video that there really aren't any rules or requirements. It'll be helpful if you use the hashtag so we can find you. There's no thumbnail you're supposed to use. A lot of people are using that thing.
Not the face.
Not her face. The drawing right past her face. A lot of people are using those. If you want to use them, you're welcome to use it. But you can make any thumbnail you want. What was I talking about?
The original file, you can just send us an email. I'm not sure how you guys have been finding that.
Yeah, if you want the high quality PNG, just send us an email because I drew it and I can send it to you. What was I talking about? Kidney beans. The kidney beans. Oh, that's good, Miss Gail, that your kidney beans are in good condition. But if anybody needs more kidney beans, you can email us and we can send you more. Or if you've dried kidney beans, I don't know how many people know this, but if you can take the dried kidney beans and you can plant them.
Not the cooked ones.
Not the cooked ones, because the ones that come in cans, those are actually cooked, so you cannot plant those. They're dead.
And you can't eat the dry ones.
And you can't eat the dry ones. You got to know you can't plant you can't plant the cooked ones and you can't eat the dried ones because both are very bad. Well, I mean, planting the cooked ones isn't bad. It just won't end well for you.
But we've had some issues where they break in the mail.
Right. So if you do need any, just keep that in mind.
Bushcraft Family says it.
Yes, you can tag us in the videos, and that makes them a lot easier to find. That's a great point, Mr. Charles. Thank you. Now, tonight, we are going to be talking with...
I like this idea.
It'd be cool to see a map with pinpoints of all the areas. That would be awesome. She should do that. Yeah, you should do that.
That'd be super fun.
What was I saying? Tonight, we are talking with a very, very good friend of ours who we've been friends with this very good friend of ours for a very long time. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know her as the thrilling and wonderful Miss Jan, or the Loose Faucet. But here at the Vineyard Chicks Homestead, we know her as Funky's mom. And that is, hang on.
I got my mama shirt on for both.
Hey! Hi, Miss Jan. How are you?
Kidney beans. That was
good. Wow.
And my onions are growing. I'm so excited.
That's great. These look amazing.
Yeah, they're going to need to get transplanted pretty quick here. Hi, girls.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
We're good.
It's good to see you.
It's good
again.
to see you. Thank you for coming up.
You too. Can't wait to meet y'all.
That would be
so
awesome. I would love to meet you. And
Got
I know
another meetup coming in May. I'm just saying.
we got to find someone who will be able to watch all our animals.
I
though.
know. Now you're just
Serious, we're
so
gonna
loaded down. Well,
Yeah.
Mama can bring you and just leave Dad there.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a long card.
I was gonna say something.
Miss Jan.
Yes, Miss Jan. Thank you for coming up on our live stream. It is awesome to have you here. My brain is just gone right now.
Thank you for having me. I'm so delighted to be here.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that. We have been friends with Miss Jan for a really, really long time.
100 years.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Exactly.
It was nuts. You guys should have seen it. She was actually the very first live stream the Vineyard Chicks ever appeared on.
That wasn't our own.
Well, you were on Gail's.
We were on Gail's right
Wait,
before.
no, it was Miss Gail. It was, yeah.
Yeah, you popped in on Gail's and then I scheduled you.
My bad.
So we were back to back. Yeah, I got to give my girl Gail credit. She had you first.
Yeah, and I said that when I was on with Miss Gail.
Yeah, what a blast it was too. We had such a great time.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, and
on again.
we've Miss Jan goes live every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And
wait, six.
Six
Counting is hard. 6 Central.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
6 Central, 7 Eastern. Time zones are nuts.
Exactly. Y'all's time just messed me up.
It actually does.
And we've done a lot of collaborations and fun things with Miss Jan, like the celery competition that she and Bunky had.
Bunky pummeled me. If it was a year before, I would have been really close, but that year I could not, for the life of me, keep my celery alive. It was terrible.
Bunky had discovered this trick with PVC pipe, so she was just shooting it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that trick again.
Should. It's fun.
But we've had some fun times with Miss Jan.
Yes, we
And
have.
tonight, she and KK are going to be talking about
Seed starting.
Yay! Yes.
So I'm gonna let you do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Sue, how are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you, KK?
Pretty good.
Good. Don't be too hard on me now. Be gentle. I'm a novice.
So just to start off with an easy one, what's your favorite seed you've ever planted?
Tomatoes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason why?
They just grow and transplant real easy for me. I'd have to say zucchini and beans are a second close, but basically because they're so easy to grow and they transplant really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
The tomatoes are fun. And out of the 6 seeds, I know you started your kidney beans. Have you started everything?
Yes, everything's planted.
Oh, nice.
And pretty much, except for the tomatoes, everything's come up. I've got the squash growing. I've got the kidneys. I've got some onions coming up. I haven't seen the eggplant come up yet, but I need to go look today. I haven't really looked today. I should have, but yeah. What else did you send me?
We did tomatoes, kidney beans, beets,
Beets. They haven't come up.
butternut squash. It's 4. What are the other 2? I can't. I helped to take care of these. I don't know what I'm forgetting. There's beets, squash,
Tomatoes.
beet, squash, tomatoes. Help.
Butternut.
Beet, squash,
Wait,
tomatoes, butternut,
Pepper.
onions, and peppers.
Pepper. My peppers haven't come up yet. My peppers and my beets. So I'm waiting on those guys. But they may be up. I just haven't seen them today. We've been really busy today, so I haven't seen them. They may be coming up, though.
Ooh, nice.
But I am over the moon excited about growing the Walla Wallas because, like I said, I've never been successful growing onions from seed. And to be able to do that is just mind-boggling to me. So it's exciting.
No, that's gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
So I know we use a few different planting strategies when we start seeds. What would you say is like one of the most common for you to use?
Well, the most common is just put a grow light over it.
In a tray?
Huh?
In a tray?
Yeah, in a tray. Keep it watered. This year I got heat mats.
Ooh.
And I have noticed a remarkable difference with doing that. Like my seeds are germinating better. They look stronger and they're coming up quicker. So that's exciting for me. I'm really happy. All my friends had heat. Oh, you got to get heat mats. And I'm like, well, I'm too broke. I can't get them yet. But then someone on YouTube had a link to, not Etsy, what's the other one? Well, one of the sites, and they were so cheap and they were the big ones. So,
Nice.
yeah, I can fit either one huge tray or two smaller trays like these I showed you. And then these are new. These are you just pop it out.
Nice.
I love
That's very
these.
cool looking.
Yeah, this guy's totally got to get transplanted. Bless you. Totally. But these are my squash right here. So they're coming up. They're doing good. Everything's doing good. I'm real excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So relating to the bean you have that needs to get transplanted soon, do you just go right outside with that, or what's the next step?
Oh, no. I'll put it in a deep pot and bury it down deep. So those roots can start expanding and growing. And yeah, that's how I do it. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's how I do it.
That's a good idea. I'm going to take a sec to say hi to the people in the chat because I forgot to do that earlier.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hello, Andale Homestead, Uncle Al, Mom, Mr. Scott. Thank you guys for coming in.
Hi.
Canadian Family Life, PSV Odyssey, Blackberry Rock Homestead, Suzanne Goulet. Thank you guys for coming in. It's nice to see you. Jason CLJ, Idaho Garden Girl, and anyone I missed. Bushcraft Family.
Christine Gillum, Suzanne Goulet.
But thank you guys for coming. Excuse me. I know you do a lot of starting in trays, like you just said, but do you direct sow anything, or do you always try to give them that head start?
Yes. Last year I was really struggling. It was a hard gardening year for me. So I direct sowed some tomato seeds and I used the fish in it. And that was an epic fail for me. I don't know why. We had good soil, everything. Everything was saying it's A-okay, go for it. I did peppers that way, but they were late because we had such a late growing. We didn't get to start to grow till May. And that's late here. We're in zone 6B. And
I think, right?
it was hard. Yeah, it was a hard year. So I did those. I did green beans, my blue lakes, and some runner beans, and because I needed more of them because I love dilly beans. So I wanted a lot of green beans, which we'll be doing this year.
Nice.
But and then cucumbers. I also did cucumbers from seed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And did those work out okay for you when you direct sowed?
Pretty much. not as good as I expected. We had something getting in our garden,
Oh
and
no.
every time the tomatoes would ripen, I mean, we had beautiful tomatoes. I'd go out to harvest them the next day because I could tell they were just turning. And by the next day, they had turned, and there's this big chunk out of them. So this year, we're putting a fence around the garden with a gate.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, nothing's going to get in my garden this year.
I hope not.
I hope not
Tomatoes
either.
are so good. As far as seed trays go, do you ever cover them or do you just put them on the grow light?
I currently now I don't have the grow light on them right now because I'm sort of experimenting this year. What I did with these trays is I put saran wrap on them and did it that way on the heat pad. I will get the grow light. The boss is going to make me a stand to hang my grow light from because usually I put it underneath the cabinet. But I have a really strong grow light that I use, and it needs to be up and supported a little better, higher, for my seeds. So I do have some jalapenos coming up, which is exciting.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
gotta have those.
And speaking of jalapenos, what do you use them for?
Cowboy candy. I dehydrate them, and I grow poinsettia peppers, habanero peppers, and jalapenos, and just regular bells. And then I dehydrate those, and I put them in with the pepper mix.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's fantastic because we like a little kick in our food.
It seems like it.
Yeah, so I can just take a little handful or half handful, throw it in our dish, and there you have it. It's good, and it's great and chili. Oh my God.
Sounds like it would be.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I lost my spot, sorry.
Uh-oh.
As far as the survival seeds are going, what's your plan on when you get them outside?
Where am I gonna plant them?
Yeah, like how are you going to plant them? How do you what's your vision on that?
Well, we are revamping our whole garden. So we just recently lost our greenhouse that was gifted to us.
No.
And so we took all those poles and we're making a trellis with those. And some of the things will go on that trellis, and we'll stagger it each side. And then we have our cattle panels. So we plant in ground, and we have raised bed boxes that the boss built. And we were just talking about this yesterday, and I told him I want to double those boxes, put them on top of each other, and make some more. And so we'll grow in those. And we have one bed that's it's like a long raised bed. So that will just continue to grow through in that.
Right.
But we do a lot of in-ground gardening, but we have built the soil up for 4 years now. So hopefully all goes well, fingers crossed.
I hope so. That's going to be really cool. Scrolling to chat for a second, Miss Gail has a concert tonight. So have fun with that.
Have fun.
Yeah, and anyone in the chat, if you have questions for Miss Jan, we'd love to try to answer them. So just put it in the chat, and putting them in caps would help because I can't read that well.
Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason it's not straightening.
Well, I'm this year we're only growing I think I planted 2 cherry tomato seeds and a beef steak, a couple beef steaks. Everything else I'm growing is a paste or what do you call it, paste or pasta seasoning. I think they're the same to me, but anyway, they're all going to be paste tomatoes because I want to can a lot, and we eat a lot. Um, let me think. Friday? That's a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Sunday.
I noticed when you were putting the live up that when we tried to start, it says that we're not scheduled until tomorrow.
Oh, did I say that?
No, my StreamYard said it.
Oh.
So I guess
Oh,
they set it to next Monday. So
oh dear.
apparently I don't know what day it is.
No, that's a joke, y'all, because I used to do Shout Out Fridays, and I was infamous for putting it out on Thursday and going, "It's Shout Out Friday." So Charles always, he'd come on and he'd say, "Jan, it's Thursday." And I'm like, "Oops." Oh well. I'm early.
Do you have a favorite hack when starting seeds, like, or a favorite habit you do?
Pray. I pray a lot. I'm not the best at seed starting, and last year in particular was an epic fail for me. I mean, I had some things, but I had to go to the Amish store and buy a lot of starts, and even those I had issues with, and then let's not forget the bugs, these little striped bugs. I guess they're like a potato bug, but they're not a potato bug, and they demolished
Oh.
every plant I had at the end of the season. I
Oh.
mean, my peppers, they didn't eat the fruit, they ate the leaves. And it was very tough. Oh, and then my potatoes they got into, so I had to get down and dirty with those guys. Yeah, I like to stay organic, but sometimes I just cannot. It just isn't gonna cut it for me. So 7 dust it was last year. I got them. I got them in the side garden. So
No.
yeah, I was not happy, but I still got a harvest, just not what I wanted.
Yeah.
That
Well,
makes it a
better
throwback. I'm reading your dad's comment. That makes it a throwback Thursday. Yeah.
Have you ever isolated seeds to save before?
Yes, every year.
Nice.
Every year.
What do you usually save? Like everything, or?
Yeah, I have probably 3 bags of acorn squash,
Oh
couple
wow.
bags acorn squash, summer squash, tomato seed. Well, the tomatoes are pretty much blown through now. Basil, dill, lettuce. I mean, I if there's a seed that comes out, I'm pulling it and I'm going to save it.
That's awesome.
Someone might need them, and I've sent a lot of seeds out over the years. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
You mentioned having a bunch of potato bugs that were bothering you last year. Are you worried about cicadas this year? I know that there's 2 kinds that are going to be hatching.
I have never noticed cicadas in my garden ever.
Nice.
We get them, but I've never noticed any damage from any of them. Now, what they're doing when I'm asleep, I don't know. But I haven't really had an issue with them, so I'm not sure. What did they do to your garden?
I actually haven't really noticed. Like I see the little cocoon that they leave everywhere, but like I don't know what an adult looks like, and I don't think I want to know.
They're really sort of pretty.
Oh.
They'll bite you.
Not my cup of tea. So the potato bugs, are you worried about them coming back?
Yes, every year.
No.
we didn't grow potatoes until we moved to Missouri. And when we moved to Missouri, the first time I walked out and I saw them, everyone's like, well, you can just knock them in a bucket or pinch them and kill them. And I tried that, and I had thousands of them. Well,
Man.
probably not thousands, but I had a lot. And so that's what I did. And I tried to give them the chickens. They didn't want nothing to do with them. I said, well, I don't blame you, those nasty things. They wouldn't eat them, so I just went out there and seven dusted, and it
Did
took
it
care
work?
of it. Yeah,
That's
it
good.
worked.
That's
It
awesome.
did work. Yeah. And then I had to go back. Then these long, skinny, oh no, there were thousands of these guys, long, skinny bugs, and everyone was saying they're potato bugs. And my friend and I were standing by our garage talking, and we both looked down because we saw something moving. Hundreds
Oh my
of these bugs in the grass. It was the grossest thing, and it freaked me out. It made me have the EGBG. Ugh, it was awful. So I don't know. I don't know, but we haven't had, like, we have hornworms. I go out there with my purple light and check and give the chickens like those, so they get a treat. But hornworms are like, one year I had 54 hornworms just in our raised beds by our shop. It was terrible. I couldn't believe it.
Those are awful. Like, I keep seeing them in the garden, and it's just like, no, thank you, no.
Yeah, go away, go. I get a coffee can and just dump them in there.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're gross. They're gross.
Trey
And
like, picks them up and gives them to the emus, and I just no.
They like them.
Yeah, they like them.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's protein for them. They don't know. Big fat worm. Yeah, I hate those things. I'm like, okay, Lord, I know there's a reason you created, but they have to be in our gardens. I don't want to question you, but I'm sort of gonna. I know you know best.
Just have to be right there.
I know. I mean, couldn't they go on the tree or something? Yeah.
Hello, Rum's Family Farm,
Hey,
and Lori's World, and Freehandly Made.
Hey.
Sorry I didn't say hello sooner, but hello. We have another guest we have Bushcraft down below, and he's our co-collaborator. So I'm going to cut to a commercial really quick, and then we're going to bring him up.
Tough, better do what you can.
I'm back.
Give me 1 second. Mouse is being slow. I can't.
Did you see me dancing?
I
did.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
What's up, Charles?
Hello.
So Trey's back too, and she's got some videos and giveaways to talk about before we get back into it. Oh wait, no, I need that.
So next Sunday is the last Sunday of the month, which means we're going to have a giveaway with.
We're going to be interviewing Garden State Gardener.
Yes, and we're going to have a giveaway at the end of it with Mr. Jesse and Miss Lisa, and the stuff for the interviews.
For the interview?
Or for not for the interview, for the.
Oh wait, why is it like that?
So the giveaways, there's going to be this, which is a really cool sleeve that will protect your arms when you're gardening. If you've done much with gardening, then you know that there are cucumbers and all sorts of prickly things and bugs that you don't want to get poked by while you just leave it. It's fine. While you're
That's
working
pretty.
with your plants. And so these are really cool, and those will be one of the giveaways. We also have this.
I need a better mouse pad.
We also have these garden chairs, which were actually sponsored by Imerla. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but we got into contact with these thanks to Night Homestead. So thank you so much, Miss Ann. There's going to be a garden chair and a tool bag, which is really cool.
And you'll be getting, and those will be in the giveaways from now until June. So there's going to be 5 total to be giving away, and I think there might be one in the big giveaway at the end of the year in October.
The chairs and the benches, or the tool bag. And then there's also going to be this hoary. I'm going to say tool so we don't get in trouble with YouTube. But it is really helpful for cutting plants and stuff. But it also works as a to measure how deep you go into the dirt, so that for when you're planting. And I think this is a really helpful tool. It's a multi-tool. So those are going to be very cool. We got some new videos in the giveaway. What did you just do?
I don't know.
Stop clicking.
Oh, don't push the buttons. Don't push the buttons.
Yep. We got a video from Lazy Days Ahead. It was a really cool video.
Before you get to that for a sec, sorry. But for the giveaways that are at the end of the month and the one at the end of the year, there are 3 ways you can win. And you can either be in the chat during the giveaway, you can have commented on the giveaways that are in our playlists or in the hashtag, or you can be a creator who is in collaboration with us. So there's going to be 3 different categories, and those are the ways that you can get into that if you're interested. Anyway.
That's not the one you had open.
Oh, what did I have open?
Mr. Jesse's.
No. Is it this one?
No.
That one.
There you go.
Mr. Jesse had a video about the Survival Seeds collaboration, and he's talking about the giveaway, and it goes more into detail on what the giveaways are going to be and how you can win.
It was a really cool video. You should definitely check it out. We also got a video from Not For Nothing Homestead, and she was talking about the collaboration, and she was just contagiously enthusiastic about it. And we're just recently getting to know this channel, and her excitement about the collaboration was really cool to watch. It was infectious. And she goes into talking about how she's going to plant hers. So it was a really great video. We also got a video from SD Mountain Man. This is also a new channel for us, and we're super excited to get to know them more. He's one of the people who had trouble with kidney beans. And again, we've had a lot of trouble with the kidney beans arriving opened and damaged and all over. So again, if anybody has trouble with their kidney beans, then send us an email and we can send you some more. It's not a problem. And then this was okay, can you close that really quick? I have to talk about something first.
Oh, by the way, hello, Critter Cake.
Yes, I could agree.
Hey, critic.
Let us ship the packages.
You did what?
Ship the Canadian packages to him. The packages of the people for the seeds for the people who are in Canada that are growing, and we ship them. And his thumbnail for his video was designed by Mr. Mickey at Critter Creek, and that was the one that KK just pulled up. It is some amazing art. It's very impressive.
He is an
Survivor.
amazing artist.
So he had this video, and that was a very cool video.
That's it. I think that's everyone's.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Miss Lauren also did a video, and she had a really cool video, but we did it today, so it didn't get into the commercial, and I didn't grab a screenshot. But she has a really cool video as well, and I think she's still waiting on seeds. And Mr. Scott already has all the Canadian seeds in the mail, so you should be getting them soon. Excuse me.
Was
And the Bull's Garden had a really cool video. If you haven't seen Uncle Pappy's tantrum about not getting his survival seeds, you should definitely check that one out because it was really funny. And Uncle Pappy, if you're listening, we did send out a second pack, so hopefully you'll get one of them.
So please comment on all of these videos for a chance to win the sleeves, the garden chairs, and the tool set, or the seriously.
Or the Hori Hori tool. KK's just looking at my notes, and I had a bit of a moment where I just typed Hori Hori Har Har Hori Hori.
How do you want me
Oh.
The giveaways are gonna be really cool. So comment on those if you guys are if you guys want a chance to win those.
Mr. Bushcraft, how are you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Good to hear.
Mr.
Did you
Bushcraft.
have a question for Miss Jan, or I'm gonna scroll back in chat for a sec.
Milk and honey. I'm so stoked about the urban tinctures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually having trouble with the company because of course the seeds that I picked are very slim. They have hardly any of them. And I called them up and they said that they might not even get none for 6 months.
Oh,
So-
no.
Boy.
I made the only ones out of that seed is the lemon balm seed that they can offer. So
Wow.
unfortunately, yeah. So if anything, you'll get some lemon balm seeds.
I have lemon balm I'm growing, and I got other herbs. I'm ahead of you, Charles, man. They don't have to come from you, right? I mean, we're gonna grow it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like tons of my own lemon balm seeds that I get every year that I just stick in a plastic bag and put lemon balm on it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
KK hit the button again.
But is it Friday or this is the question.
Yeah, oregano seeds, you can pretty much pick those up at the store, but I wanted to get the regular actual survival seeds that they had.
Yeah.
She clicked the button.
You need to put a label right next to that button. KK, don't touch.
I need to put a label next to all the buttons.
Hori, hori, hori.
So
Have a
you
good day, Mr. Vester. Thank you for coming in.
do you guys have any updates on your homestead? Anything huge and new you guys are doing?
I do have a tip for Jan though. Wherever you have your garden, like if you have grass next to it, spray the grass down with neem oil about 6 feet out.
Okay.
That'll cut down on a lot of bugs that you get in the garden. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, I will do that.
Neem
You-
oil.
I
Yeah.
never used neem oil, but my friends do, and
Yeah,
but they never had the infestation we did either. But
yeah, that was bad.
That doesn't sound bad.
it was terrible. I'm gonna do
Um,
it. I'm doing it.
there's a thing called this stuff right here. It's a
Uh-huh.
wetting agent that will kind of neutralize the oil in the neem oil, so it can spray out easier. You get one of those little pump things, and you stick a little neem oil and that stuff in there, and shake it about, and then spray.
Will
Wow.
you? I couldn't. Can't see close real good, Charles. What was that called?
It's just
I mean, I could
a wetting agent. You can
cocoa
see
wet.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cocoa wet. All right, I'm gonna make myself a note.
Mr. Charles, have you started on your seeds?
Yeah. I actually in 2 days already got cucumbers up.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And your tomatoes. Oh no,
Hey.
not your tomatoes. It was my tomato.
Still tomatoes.
Still, yay.
Purple Cherokee tomatoes.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
And I've got a tray full of marigolds that has come up already.
nice.
Cool.
I
That's
think
awesome.
there was something of yours that did pop up. I forget what it was though.
Great.
That's awesome.
It's good to
That's
see how it's going.
fantastic.
I think it is one of your tomatoes though.
Oh.
Nice. Um.
So as far as seed starting goes, we know Miss Jan's most common is trays. What's something that you use a lot when?
Oh yeah, I use the trays. I like her tray though. It's because
Pretty cool.
I'm very bad at planning stuff, and then I'll set it and I say, well, over here on the right will be tomatoes. This one will be this kind of tomato, and this one will be this kind of tomato. And then I'll go out and come back in. Which one was which now?
Mm-hmm.
So I got a whole 30 tomatoes and not knowing which ones are which.
Oh, I've been guilty of that. This is cool though. You push the bottom, and it literally pops the plant up and out.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
is.
love these. I don't know why I've not ever tried them before.
That
But-
sounds a lot easier than using a spoon to get them out.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that way you don't. You can still get them out, but you're not disrupting the root so much.
yeah,
And the other thing I learned about transplanting is like tomatoes in specific, you don't ever want to do that in the sunshine. You always want to keep that root covered and
Yeah.
protected with the soil, because once the sun hits it, it sort of violates that root, and it does something to it. So I've been extremely cautious about doing that. Last year I was not. I failed, but yeah, I'm really excited. What's your favorite herb to grow?
my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's called horehound,
Oh, okay.
and the only reason I like growing it is because it's really hard to grow. It's extremely hard to grow because, well, the one pack of seeds I got, survival kit, it has like 38 different herbs in there, medical herbs,
Yeah.
and it had some of those in there. And I got a pack of seeds from a no-name company before, and none of them came up at all.
Oh,
But
wow.
I have some out in my yard that I grew one plant. This is the only one I could ever get to grow. And then from that plant, I've got like 8 different pots of those plants. And
Wow.
because they're really good for making your own cough syrup.
I was just going to ask, what was it used for?
Yeah, it's
That's-
real good for the throat and the chest.
Very nice. Cool. Very nice. Now, what do I made a tincture. Oh boy, just went blank. I don't know what it's called. It's a flower, and I made a tincture. It's for upper
the yellow flower.
respiratory.
The
It's
yellow
not-
flower.
Huh?
The yellow flower.
I believe it was white.
Oh, it was white. Oh, okay. I thought it was.
It might have been yellow. It's real common. I mean, people would know it.
That's it. Goldenrod.
Goldenrod. Yeah, I did goldenrod.
Yeah.
But there's another one. You want me to go look? Want me to get it?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay,
Unless
hold
it's
on,
like
I'll be right,
10 minutes away or something.
okay, I'll be right back.
Well, I think we all know what Bunky's favorite herb is.
Basil.
Basil.
No, it wouldn't be basil. No way. Hi, Mr. Jesse. How are you doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm pretty
doing great.
good.
I'm sorry I'm late, or I'm just bringing up the tail end here. We were on the road, and we're trying to get here by start time, but it was
Fashionably on
running
time.
into some issues. But sorry.
No worries.
Nah,
I
you're
see
right.
you've already talked about all the giveaways, so you don't even need me now.
We always need you, Mr. Jesse.
No, I'm just joking. But no, I'm excited. You guys excited?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
we got Mirla wanting to donate a bench. February, March, April, May, and June.
That's awesome.
Who does that? Who does that?
That's a lot of
awesome.
benches. Like,
Amirla. So thank you to Miss Ann Dale, Ann Dale's Homestead. If you guys want to know who that person is, you got your head in the sand.
she's
I know
awesome.
who Ann
Miss
is.
Ann Dale's awesome, and she was instrumental in getting that donation to the girls' giveaway. I'm telling you, girls, you
very
guys don't know what you guys got yourself into. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome, and everybody's loving it. And when you're talking about herbs, I wonder what herb I could probably. I love basil myself.
Oh man, me too.
But I think some of the other herbs that, like, there's this one called, it starts with a C.
Comfrey.
No, not comfrey. It's saffron is one. The other one is start with a C.
Is it? Oh, it starts with a C.
Yeah, start with a C. And I just saw it the other day. They said if you add that and saffron in your coffee, it takes the bitterness away. I'm thinking, well, we're gonna have to grow those herbs there.
Wow.
Heard Bunky scream cilantro.
Cardamom.
Oh, yeah.
Cardamom and saffron. If you add cardamom and saffron to your coffee, it takes the bitterness away, and then you enjoy the smoothness and richness of the coffee itself. So if you're a coffee drinker, so I'm gonna have to try that, but I got to grow it first. So I'm looking forward to doing the herb. Or Lisa and I are looking forward to doing the herb side of it.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I did have goldenrod. I know I did something else, but I might have just dehydrated it. So
We Mom harvested some of the goldenrod. Oh gosh, some of the goldenrod that worked.
Was that off your property?
Yeah, this grows naturally at our property.
yeah,
Wow.
We've been mowing them
everywhere.
for years.
Yeah, we've been just like mowing them down, and it's like, oh hey. And then Dad and this one, I had them in tea. And what did it help with? Your allergies?
Allergies.
It helped a lot. Dad was just like raving about how much it helped.
Does
Yeah.
this one have a name?
Especially when you put it with local honey.
Local honey, yeah.
That's really
And
good.
that's the thing. People say, "Oh, goldenrod, it just gives me allergies." Well, the oxymoron to it all is it's the exact herb that you want to use to combat your allergies.
Right.
Yeah.
And it does. It grows wild here. We have it everywhere.
I'm a firm believer that God put everything on the earth that we need to take care of every ailment we may ever get.
Amen.
I was about to say that. Like, it's hard for you to find something that grows naturally that isn't good for something. Some things are poisonous, but if you cook them, or if you do the right thing with them, they can actually be really beneficial.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
like we
certain
love
parts of the
poke salad, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, you can't eat that." Well, I did. You
Yeah.
can boil it 3 times. And
That's good stuff.
absolutely delicious.
I remember my grandpa had a bunch canned up, and I got into it. He said, "What'd you eat all my books out for?"
Oh, yeah, it's good. I love it. But
Yeah.
I'm with you, Jesse. I know that the Father has put everything we need right here, right
I
in
heard
our
another.
area. I
I
mean, we
heard
may
another
not have
person.
what Texas has, or Charles may not have what Missouri has, or the
Right.
girls may not have,
Mm.
blah blah blah. So, but it's there. Something is there.
Oh yeah.
So I heard another person talking on. It was another YouTube video I watched where a person was talking about asparagus extract,
Yep.
and that they were trying asparagus extract on their pet that had cancer, and it had healed the pet of its cancer. They're
Wow.
not saying it works for humans. He wasn't saying he
Yeah.
wasn't claiming. He says, but he believes it would work for humans as well. But he wasn't claiming that you need to try it. But I'm thinking, wow, if it cured
Hey.
cancer in a dog, what could it do for humans, right?
Yeah. What's it going to hurt?
What's it gonna? I mean, they sell them. Asparagus extract is sold. You can find it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
humans, but
That's
they tried it
amazing.
on his pet for his cancer, and by God, there's no traces of cancer in the dog now. I
Wow.
was amazed.
Yeah.
Praise God. That's so
Great.
cool.
There's a lady not too far from here. I make her an extract or a tincture. It's bay leaf. She has real bad anxiety and stuff, and she can't sleep. She puts a few drops of that in her tea, drinks it. She's out.
Wow.
It calms her down so much that. And
That's
she said she
awesome.
was on like 6 different medications so she could go to sleep.
Wow.
And none of them help.
Nope.
I feel. I mean, I just can't believe God would put people on this earth and not give us the things we need to take care of ourselves. And I'm not talking about artificial stuff where because they make artificial stuff to cure people
Synthetic.
all the time.
Yeah.
But I believe that there's something out there for everything. Really is.
Yeah.
You just got to know where to find it.
Exactly.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yes.
Look at that. Vineyard Dad says asparagus is an Egyptian. Is in Egyptian hieroglyphics. It's been
Hieroglyphics.
used that long. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And great Jim said, wait, I lost the comment. It's
This
up
one?
here. Yeah, bitter melon. Yeah. Bitter melon. And a lot of people are putting in some great comments about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And-
Coriander.
And I've been eating. I had high blood pressure, and I've been eating cayenne pepper. So I mean, I put cayenne pepper on everything now,
Yep.
and just to
Very
help my
good.
blood pressure, so I can get off the medication. I don't want to be on medication.
Yeah, stuff sucks.
So they say cayenne pepper is one of the best things you can have to lower your blood pressure.
See, I would think the opposite because like eating spicy food makes you like.
Oh no!
and stuff.
Well, the thing with high blood pressure, your arteries and veins, it's contracted,
They constrict.
and cayenne pepper opens it up.
Yeah. It's like putting Vicks on your chest and you can't, pretty much.
Yeah.
Only better. Brutus said that was Lily. That was his mama.
You see what Rim says? Rim says cayenne pepper is a top 3 power foods in medicine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And this is all educational purposes only.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't claim to be doctors. I know I don't.
I ain't no doctor. No.
If I am, I'm Dr. Feel Good. Yeah. Jay Grapes, that's why I use a lot of it, KK. So your mom uses a lot of the cayenne pepper. I mean, you can mask it. I mean, you don't have to eat it like this, solid cayenne pepper. No.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it in your salad, sprinkle it in your eggs. I eat it on my eggs every morning.
Oh yeah.
And I can take a little heat,
so
so I
good.
can pour it on there.
Yeah.
I love heat. I love jalapenos and habaneros and
Yeah.
serranos. anything with an O's, like
Cayenne
Oreo.
peppers are
Yeah.
cayenne peppers are like one of the easiest peppers to grow too.
Yeah.
They go.
Yep.
Right.
That's how the
Hey.
poinsettias are too, man. They're just long, skinny little peppers, but you get hundreds of them.
So that's a good point you made there, Charles. You know what? The thing we ought to do about next year when we do this, if you plan on doing it again next year, I'm not saying you are, but if you do, maybe we find six. Maybe we find 6 seeds that we know are not only good to eat, but are medicinal. Have a medicinal value.
Ooh, and then you can
You
save
know,
those
and see,
too.
not only is this good to eat, but it's also good for your heart, or it's good for your
It
kidneys, or it's good for your lungs, or it's good for your.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it just kind of
Great idea.
couple it with you know what's the benefit of growing, you know, like
Yeah.
beets. You're growing beets this year, so there's a health benefit to you know eating beets.
The
Yeah.
whole plant. The
Right.
Yeah,
whole beet
yeah.
is
There's so
useful.
much of it.
The whole the leaves especially, you know, because
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could eat beet leaves like lettuce. Now I know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's good.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
dried
yeah.
them all out and then ground them up, and they're good in just a smoothie. You put a teaspoon of that in there, it's like, ooh.
But do they taste like the beet? Do they have the
I
beet
don't really
taste, or is
even
it more of a
taste
lettuce?
them. I didn't really taste them.
Okay.
Just get the
Right before
benefit.
harvest time of the beets, I would chop off the tops, and then uh, I would tie them up like I usually do when I dry my herbs and stuff, because I like to let that stuff dry out the normal way by itself,
Oh, okay.
and then I would put it in my little. First, I'd put it in a bag because it would crunch down by itself, but most of it I would put in my coffee grinder, and it would turn it into a powder. And then
Nice.
just
It's
put
a
it in a
great
jar.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of things you can dehydrate for later. You can, you know, freeze dry if you have a freeze dryer for later.
I wish.
So not only you can grow it, you can use
Yeah.
it, and you can also prep it. You know, have it ready for you know whenever
Yeah.
you know something. We like cake, like Trey said. You know, like when they ran out of toilet paper. Well, you never know. We may run out of medicine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Beef and beet and turnip leaves can be eaten. Exactly, Josh. Yeah.
Well,
And it's
believe it
so
or not,
good.
pharmacist is telling people to not get the 30 day. They're actually telling you now to get the 90 days supply.
Oh,
Right.
really?
And
So
a lot of companies like we
that's a
have
bad, that's a bad sign.
we
Yeah.
have some of our medications where we get it 3 months supply,
Hmm.
and a lot of mail order places will do 3 months supply.
Huh.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. I will usually if like when the boss got sick last week, and he was sicker than I've ever seen him in 20 years. And I had a bunch of elderberries I need to make syrup with, so I made some syrup. And then my nephew's been telling me for a cough, he had this terrible cough, and he was like, get some purple onion. I didn't have purple onion. He said, you can use a yellow onion. You can use any onion.
Yeah.
And slice it or dice it. Put a cup of honey, a cup of water, and if you want, you can put a little bit of sugar in there. So I did. I put a cup, and then 1/8 of a cup of sugar, and stirred it around, and put warm water too, not hot, because the honey it will lose some of its value then, and just let
Yeah.
it sit there for a few hours. And then I told them, a couple hours, you come get a couple tablespoons of this. And it was like almost immediately his cough subsided.
Yeah.
And he drank the whole bowl over a few days.
Oh wow.
And he was like, you know how you had that cough where you just like feel like you're gonna vomit cough?
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
hard it was. And it was so wild, and I was like, oh my God, we'll do this forever now. So
Yeah, there's a channel. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's called Andel Homestead. She makes one that's like that. It's a like a cough syrup,
Yep.
made with the same ingredients you just talked about. And
Yes.
I think she adds a little cayenne. Lisa made some too.
You can
If
put
you feel like
cayenne
you're
in.
getting a touch of a cold or a touch of a cough, start taking that,
Yep.
and it'll help it out.
Honey and garlic.
Coming in.
You
Yep.
throw some turmeric in there. I use
yeah.
turmeric all the time. So
We
but-
throw some habanero, throw some cayenne, throw a little few M&Ms in there.
I've been
Gotta
pretty
have
sensitive
M&Ms.
to,
No M&Ms, folks. That was a joke.
except for
so
Jesse.
I tried that and I put the M&Ms and it started turning chocolatey on me. Oh no!
I've been
That
pretty
man, I
sensitive.
don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Tamiflu.
And Mom's little remedy was a tablespoon of honey and lemon.
Yes.
So that's been helping.
Locally grown honey is the shiznits.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, the properties of honey are just amazing. Onion, garlic, ginger, turmeric, honey. Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
if they, and I'm sure the chat already knows this, but honey is one of the only foods that it doesn't ever go bad.
Yeah.
Nope.
It does. You don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to
Yeah.
freeze dry it. It's just natural state.
As
Yeah.
long as it's raw.
Who does that?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, Miss Jan, why did you point at Mr. Jesse?
I was trying to point away from him to say
Yeah.
God, not
Yeah.
Jesse, but I'm
No,
stuck
not me. I
down
mean,
here.
there's somebody a lot further up than me.
Yeah. Above Jesse.
Yeah. Hey, let me move out of the way, Jan.
Okay, go the other way, Jesse.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Hey, Molly's here.
Hello, Molly.
Hello.
This has been a really cool conversation, but I gotta go feed Rooster his bottle.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
7,
yes.
and my little cow needs his milk bottle, and he can't go 12 hours without his bottle. So I gotta go make his bottle. So
Don't forget to give Tripod a hug for us.
Yeah.
she needs her bottle too. Actually, come to think of it, they both need their bottles. Bye.
Have fun.
Okay, well, we should probably wrap it up. It's been really great talking to you about seed starting. This is really fun. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to Bushcraft and Lazy Days for helping run this collaboration with us. And to everyone in the chat for watching. We really appreciate you. And so have a great week, and we'll be right here next week with Garden State Gardener talking about how to be successful in a collaboration. And that will also be giveaway week.
That's a big giveaway, so be here, or miss out. So we're gonna be giving
Be
away.
there, be square.
Be there, be
I
square. That's right.
Just put my name down there.
I want to know who's gonna be the first one to get the Mirla bench. That's what I want to know.
I want to know.
Oh, man, I need it. I'm old.
Yeah, Jan never wins anything.
I know.
Neither do I.
I know.
So
Oh,
get your videos out there, folks. We want you to be eligible.
Yes.
Ton of fun.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. So great visiting with you. I love you all so dearly.
Well, thank you for coming.
Tell my daughter I love her. Her mama say hi.
Yeah.